Okay, we're going to take a look at our Shurley English. It's going to be a little different today because we're going to be switching from chapter 13 to chapter 23, but this just kind of gets us in an easier section to close out our Shurley English year. So in your workbook, it's going to be 479 is where we're going to be, or in your chapter book, it's going to be 479, and in your workbook, you're going to find classroom practice 61. Okay, all right, so we're going to take a look at the 5 parts of a friendly letter. There's the heading, the friendly greeting, the body, the closing, and the signature. Okay, so those are all things that you need to know. So the heading is typically going to have the address, the name of a person, and then the full date that the letter was written. So the heading is going to be in the top right corner, and that is where you're going to find all the general information of who this letter is going to. Okay, and then you're going to have a greeting. So a greeting typically begins with dear. It names the person that is receiving the letter, and it's followed by a comma. So dear Beth, and then comma. Part number 3 is the body. It tells the reason the letter was written. Can have one or more paragraphs, and the paragraphs are typically indented. Okay, so the body is the main chunk of the letter. So that's number 3, the body. Okay, that's the main chunk of the letter. And then 4 is the closing, which closes the letter with a personal phrase. So your friend, sincerely, your cousin, love, comma. It's followed with a comma as well. You capitalize only the first words. If you look in our book in that little reference 110, it says your cousin, comma. Your is the only thing that would be capitalized, and it would be followed by a comma. Okay, and then signature. That tells you who wrote the letter, is signed by the writer, uses your first name only unless there's a question as to which friend or relative you are. So that is going to be signed. That's where your cursive handwriting for writing your name in cursive is going to come into play. That is called your signature. So when you write your name in cursive or you sign some kind of document, that is your signature. Okay, so we have the heading, the friendly greeting, the body, the closing, and the signature. Okay, so refer back to this 110 on page 479 and 480 and 481. That's kind of the page numbers you're going to be looking at to be able to fill out Classroom Practice 61. So for Classroom Practice 61, it says you're going to write the titles of the parts of the friendly letter. Use the titles below. So you have all the titles listed up there that you can use. Once you've used one, mark it out because you won't use it again. So you're going to have your heading, greeting, body, closing, and signature. That's the order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you're going to have heading, greeting, body, closing, and signature. Those are the 5 main parts. So do that for Shurley English, and you're done today for Shurley. Okay, you're going to notice that this week is going to be considerably easier for you. Okay, so do your best work, and we'll talk soon.